What happened to Ant Anstead from Wheeler Dealers? It can be challenging to picture our favorite TV show without that particular character at times. While reality TV shows and scripted TV shows have distinct differences, both have a lot in common. For example, viewers at home have favorite characters they enjoy watching and become very disappointed if a show changes that character. So, if you want to know why Ant Anstead decided to quit Wheeler Dealers and what he's doing today, then stay with us until the end of the video. Let's get started. Anthony Richard Anstead is a well-known English television host, motor expert, car builder, designer, and artist. He and Philip Glenister co-hosted the Channel 4 auto show For the Love of Cars. Anstead began an entirely new life when Mike Brewer and he took over from Ed China as co-hosts of the show Wheeler Dealers in 2017. But let's take a look back in time to see how he developed a passion for cars. Anstead was born in Plymouth, Devon, England. He lived in Ely, Cambridgeshire till he was 10 years old before relocating to Hertfordshire with his family. He received his education at Richard Hale School in Hartford and went on to do his A-levels at the neighboring Haileybury School. Anstead then joined the Hertfordshire Constabulary in 1999 and was assigned to Bishop Stortford as a police constable. He relocated to the Cheshire Police Station before joining the Welwyn Garden City Tactical Firearms Team. Anstead was honored twice for bravery during his time as a police officer. However, Anstead left the police in 2005 to pursue a career as a vehicle maker. He began constructing and refurbishing cars for customers, as well as creating unique and recreational vehicles. Anstead later launched his own television production business in 2014, where he created his own show, The World's Most Expensive Cars. He received a call asking him to co-host a new car show on Channel 4 with Philip Glenister, a British actor. Since then, Anstead has presented a number of television shows. In 2015, he served as co-host with James May and Kate Humble of the live BBC Two show Building Cars Live. Anstead also hosts the live stages of several of the UK's auto events in addition to hosting after-dinner speeches and motivational speeches for charities and schools. In his 2019 television show, Ant Anstead Master Mechanic, Anstead hand-builds a tribute to the Alfa Romeo 158 using a range of parts including spares and donated cars. Anstead collaborates on the show with a variety of automotive personalities and industry leaders. Anstead is part of the new World's Greatest Cars series in addition to Master Mechanic. The new shows see a panel of motoring experts cover the 5 greatest sports cars ever made. The cars are evaluated on their iconic designs and game-changing performance. From 2017 to 2020, Mike partnered with Master Mechanic Ant Anstead, who expertly restored the vehicles and guided us through his repairs. Mike and Ant made a great team for the years, but in 2020, Ant officially announced his departure from the show. So let's explore why Ant left the show and what he's getting up to now. In November 2020, Ant made Wheeler Dealers aware of his impending departure. Ant chose to remain in California with his family and concentrate on 3 new TV series as the show prepared to return to the UK. World's Greatest Cars on Sky, Celebrity IOU, Joyride on Discovery Plus, and one other unnamed project were the 3 new shows. Fans were left wondering why Ant decided to leave the show at the height of its success as Mike returned Wheeler Dealers to its original home in the United Kingdom. So fans of Wheeler Dealer were understandably confused when it was announced that Ant would be departing the show permanently. While the original fan base had long been calling for the show to return to the UK, they had come to enjoy Ant's presence, sense of humor, and expertise. Now, there are a few reasons why Ant Anstead might have chosen to remain in the US, and his new television projects are a big part of this. In 2021, Ant extended a contract with Discovery Channel to provide new shows to the Discovery Plus platform. Also, Ant's personal life has been rooted in the US for over 5 years now. Ant was originally born in Plymouth, Devon, so when he joined Wheeler Dealers in 2017, he made the decision to relocate permanently to California. Then, Ant married American TV personality Christina Hack in 2017, and they share a son together. However, after 3 years of marriage, the pair took the decision to split amicably and file for divorce. In 2021, Ant began dating American actress Renee Zellweger. So, as you can probably tell, Ant has built himself a new life in the US. He has a home and a loving family, as well as numerous exciting projects coming up. so it must have been a difficult decision to leave Wheeler Dealers, but staying in California was the logical choice for Ant. Ant Anstead made a significant announcement on Instagram in 2020. In his post, Anstead explained that the new show would be heading back to the United Kingdom for season 17. Unfortunately, he would not be joining it. Nonetheless, he is proudly handing the spanners over to Mark "Elvis" Priestley, a former Formula One mechanic who will replace him in the 2018 season. He stated that he is staying home in California because he has 3 new shows in the works, even though the idea of watching Wheeler Dealers without Anstead was unacceptable to many fans. Following his Instagram announcement, Anstead chatted on Zoom with his Wheeler Dealers co-star Mike Brewer as well as his replacement Priestley about the show's future. "For me, I'm sad because you and I have got an amazing bromance," Brewer said to Anstead. "People are gonna say Brewer can't hold on to these mechanics and all this nonsense." Ant jokingly responded to his now ex-co-host, "People say that about me and my wives," referencing his recent divorce from Christina Anstead as well as his first divorce. So, when Ant left the show in 2020, Mike Brewer and the production team found themselves in a familiar predicament, finding the next Wheeler Dealers mechanic. When Ed China departed Wheeler Dealers in 2017, the show had already recovered from a bleak outlook for the future. Mark "Elvis" Priestley stepped in at that point. From 1999 to 2009, Elvis worked for McLaren as an F1 mechanic. Elvis chose to concentrate on automotive media and journalism after leaving Formula One with a wealth of expert automotive knowledge and experience. He started working for Wheeler Dealers as the 3rd mechanic in 2020. Surely the 3rd time is a charm, right? And to top it off, Mike and Elvis had previously collaborated on the Wheeler Dealers Dream Car series. Mike gushed on how much he appreciated working with Elvis and how much they had also enjoyed each other's company. In truth, choosing Elvis to be the 3rd mechanic on Wheeler Dealers was a no-brainer for Mike. Mike Brewer and Ant Anstead have remained good friends since Ant's departure from Wheeler Dealers. So now we know that Ant's decision to leave the show was not a matter of unhappiness or distrust in Mike or the production company. It simply came down to logistics. Mike needed to return to the UK with Wheeler Dealers for a number of reasons, both personal and professional, and Ant had established a life for himself out in the US. Thus, they went their separate ways. The two will always cherish their time spent working together on the show. Ant, for example, assisted Mike in earning the largest profit in Wheeler Dealers history. Ant's willingness to make special appearances on Wheeler Dealers demonstrates his continuous dedication to his friendship with Mike. In addition, Ant is anticipated to occasionally appear in episodes after returning to the UK. Apart from his friendship with Mike, is Ant Anstead friendly with Ed China? Well, it seems both Ant and Ed have exchanged compliments about each other, and they appear to have an amicable relationship. In fact, Ant is a big self-confessed Ed China fan. In a recent interview on The Late Break Show with Johnny Smith, Ant denies that he is the most famous car mechanic in the world. Instead, he claims that Ed China holds that title. Ed has also exchanged compliments about Ant, and there appears to be no animosity between the two. So Wheeler Dealers is a highlight of automotive television for automobile aficionados of all ages. The idea is so straightforward. Just buy a car, patch it up, and sell it for a profit. But it works so well, it never stops being entertaining. For almost 20 years, Mike has kept the Wheeler Dealers afloat. Audiences have had to get used to 3 distinct mechanics wielding the wrenches throughout that time: Ed, Ant, and now Elvis. Even though it's never simple for a TV show's devoted fans to accept change, doing so allows the show to continue and develop in novel and fascinating ways. So how do you feel about Ant's stint on Wheeler Dealers? Let us know below. That's all for today. If you're interested in more, have a look at this video. Thank you for watching and make sure to subscribe.